welcome back to episode 54 of the Glory Man Utd save, and we're back to Barcelona again after the superb win we came back from behind last time. We have them again, so let's go through the last couple of results that we had. So Newcastle, we won 1-0. Then we went to play QPR in the Carabao Cup. We played a couple of youngsters here, and Goebbels, he got 2 goals. Brilliant poachers goals there were as well. First one after 4 minutes came from Fosu Mensah, who we played in midfield. Then he went over to Rodrigo Tala on the left hand side in the wings, crosses it into Goebbels, who tried to get to it but it didn't quite come to him, so it went out to Dembele. Dembele played it back in and he was on hand to take it. Brilliant goal. QPR came back into the game and we took it off him again. So it was a really good victory. And I mean, the stats say it for themselves. We were all over them. For the youngsters, they played really well. Fosu Mensah came with a 6.8, Talo was a 6.7, Goebbels 8.8, and he was player of the match as well. For a 17, I think he's 17 years old actually. No, 18 years old. And they were his first goals for the club as well. Well, on senior level at least anyway. And then we played Man City. We were 2-0 up in this game. I just don't quite know what happened. The French connection after 10 minutes, brilliant. Martial straight over to Dembele. It was a fantastic play. It was a good break as well. And then the second goal as well, I think it was, who was it? Herrera, was it the pass? No, it wasn't. It was Icardi, I think it was. Icardi with the assist. And again, Icardi played really well. Not amongst the goals, but he's supplying them as well. So I'm not too concerned. We were under the cosh in the second half, which we switched to the counter. And it kind of was our downfall, really. After Pulisic scored on the 47th, we went counter. And we just invited them onto us. And the possession tells you that itself, really. We did fight back on the possession. I think we had about 30% possession at one point. But once it got to 2-2, the last 10-15 minutes we changed it back to standard and we pulverised them at that point. We did get 21 shots off at goal, and it was no end of chances that we had to finish the game. Just unfortunately we couldn't find the winner. So that leaves a table with us lying in 4th spot. We're 7 points behind Tottenham now. Tottenham just keep winning. There's nothing we can do about it at this present moment in time, apart from just trying to do our job and not get left behind. Man City are only just a point behind now, and 2 points ahead of them is Chelsea. So we have closed the gap on the leaders, at least for now. But we really do need to start getting our players gelling a little bit. And there were to begin with at the beginning, and then we just fell apart. So today we have got the second game against Barcelona in the group stage, and then we're going to have an away game with Everton. Home game with Everton, away game. Ferraro's injured now. He's just on rehabilitation days for 3. He was slightly injured, the groin I think it was. Lukaku's back, which is good. So De Gea starts in goal. We have Nacho, Bailey, Jones and Shaw at the back. Herrera, Goetz and Cruz in the midfield. Lingard replaces Dembele for the time being, purely because Dembele is just slightly tired and Lingard's rearing to go. So, and he scored in one of the games that he played as well. So I'm going to have to give him a go. And Martial on the left with Icardi up front. Icardi really needs to start putting it away. With Lukaku waiting on the bench, it probably won't be long before he comes on just to hold things up. We're going to have the 2 wingers on support, which we might drop them back like we did in the first game, or I might do it now because we are away at Barcelona. But like the counter, it just didn't work against Man City. Right, we'll submit this team and let's get cracking, shall we? It's the same sort of teams again. Rafinha comes in for Martins, I think is the only change I can see on there. Matic is still on the bench, he's not come on. So I think it's same team as before. Tell the team to do it for fans. Okay, some of them are thumbs up. Let's get this game started. Away to Barcelona in the new camp as we kick off, but not for long. We're half an hour in and nothing's happened, which I'm pleased about, but not pleased about. Barcelona don't seem to be creating anything. We're coming up to half time already, and that should be it. Wow, there's not much in it at all. And just to surface say, let's go and do it. Let's dig in, shall we? Right, we have a highlights right at the beginning. And Barcelona, well, they did have it. Well, let's have another half like that one then. I'll be quite happy with that. Keeping an eye on Lazio game. Matic has come on now. Rakitic with the ball over, and the header goes over from Suarez. 20 minutes to go. Barcelona again. Wow, what happened there? Off the corner. This isn't what we planned. We've had most of the ball by looks of things. Off the bar, straight down to Koulibaly, and no defenders there at all. 10 minutes to go, and we've not really done anything, have we? Let's make a quick substitution. Icardi, we'll give Lukaku a run out. Bring Dembele on for Lingard. Asensio for Goetze, because he's not really done much, has he? And another attack by Barcelona, which, well, if we can steal a draw, I'd be more than happy. I'd be well chuffed. Asensio, go wide. No, cross it. I didn't say shoot. That's it. We lose 1-0 to a 73rd minute goal that came off the crossbar. Wow, that makes it a little bit harder. I'm not too concerned about losing 1-0. It was disappointing. They like that a little bit, I guess. Lazio win as well. Benji are down and out virtually. Barcelona's match against United has been a meaningful one for Barcelona as Matic was able to celebrate victory over his former club, while we beat you the first time. Let's have a look at Group A. Okay, the next game then is an important one. So, as long as we don't lose, we're away to BMG is the next one. So yeah, we could really do a win in this, I think. We'll move along to Everton and let's get back to winning ways, shall we? De Gea in goal. We've got Nacho, Bailey, Lindelof returns, Alaba comes back in. At the back we have Herrera, Wiltshire this time in the middle with Cruz. French connection out to the wings, and then Icardi up front. We're going to try Icardi on a complete forward this time. We're going to try and get him amongst the goals. Don't get me wrong, he's playing really well at the moment, but our wingers are catching up with him. As you can see, 7 goals each. Between Dembele and Martial, 7 goals each, with Icardi on 10. We've got a couple of people with other goals. Rashford's on 3, Lukaku's on 2, but apart from that, nobody else is scoring. Herrera's chipped in with a couple of Lindelof as well, so we're really need to get this team gelling again. So we're at home, we need the victory. I don't see any problem getting it, really, to be fair. The formation 5-3-2 with wing backs, Coleman and Dummett possibly going to come out on the wings, but we should have enough in there. They are going 2 up front though, which is interesting. Expected to prove a point today. Okay. Who looks stressed? Nacho. Well, he shouldn't be looking stressed, should he, really? Let's get this game kicked off and let's get a few goals. We need a couple, especially after the disappointment against Barcelona. Everton with a corner. Ball comes in. De Gea collects. There's a ball out. Who's that? Is that Icardi up front? Straight to him as well. Although, who was that headed it there? Wiltshire. Cruz. Out wide to Alaba. He doesn't tend to run forward as well, does he, really? He just stays there and kicks the ball. I suppose that's experience for you, and let the ball do all the work. Wiltshire. Plays it out wide to Nacho. Plays it back into Wiltshire. He likes having the ball. Martial. Out to Alaba. Back to Martial. Who's doing all the running. Who's that? It's in. Is that Icardi? It says It's his 11th goal and he's pulling away from Martial and Dembele. Beautiful stuff. So in 3D, we have Martial to Alaba, back to Martial, chips in and beautiful header. 4 minutes in and we're 1-0 up. Goal kick, Pickford, beaten after 4 minutes. So Apaya to Smalling. Smalling returns to Old Trafford as well, so he couldn't deal with the Cardi. Snyderlin as well, and that's a good Alaba with a good clearance to Dembele. To Cruz, to Wilshere now. Herrera. Is he going to hold on to it to Wilshere? Back again to Cruz. The midfielders are playing well. I've got no words for that. That was just... Martial, just don't shoot. If you're not in a position to shoot, don't shoot. We've got quite a few ex-United players there. Michael Keane, Chris Smalling, Snyderlin. That's 3. Mina comes forward. We surround him and he rushed his shot. Thankfully, it was near the corner flag. Right, coming up to half time, and apart from the goal, nothing's really materialised. It's quite a boring game. Apart from us not getting enough possession. Right, 1-0 up, changing rooms. You know what? Don't get complacent. 1-0's 1-0. It'll give you 3 points if you win it, but Dembele, good ball in. Nobody there though. We're going to get there, Herrera. Come on, son. He's playing a blinder. I do like Herrera, it has to be said. Nacho into Wilshere. Out to Cruz. Back to Wilshere. He's gone wide. Nacho with the ball in this time, and Icardi couldn't quite keep it down. Nacho to Wilshere. Wilshere crosses in. Martial's on the end and get in. We have a cushion now, which is nice, and we're getting ourselves back into the game. We're all over them. How can we be low on losing on possession? That's what I don't understand. Let's get creative, guys. Come on. Everton come forward. The wing back Dummett comes there. No, no, no. How have we let him get in on it? Corner, Cruz, out to Wilshere. I've really got to have a look at that way it's set up, these corners, because it should be just crossed in, unless you're going to shoot. What that'll do, Herrera. Keane sends it into, it's an own goal. Keane has it. It's a great strike from Herrera. Ball gets smashed out. Wilshere to Cruz. Cruz to Herrera. Yeah, he couldn't get out of the way and tried to lift his feet up, but 3-0 it is. And we're cruising. Quick substitution. We're going, you know what, Icardi. We're going to bring Lukaku, who can face his old team again. Rashford, you can come in for Martial. Goethe can come in for... You know what, Wilshere's having a cracking game, isn't he? I'm not going to do that. Herrera, he could come off. We'll have another deep line playmaker on the other side then, shall we? Let's see how that goes. And we'll play. Just make a couple of substitutions just to give our players a rest. But 3-0. I'm pleased with that, and it's a good finish to the episode. Right, Everton with the ball. We've got a couple of minutes to go. Dummett now has. He's played really well, Dummett, as he's seen a lot of the ball. Coleman's been very, very quiet, and I'm sure if he was on form, we'd struggle a little bit. But Everton aren't the side that they normally are. Do quite well when they come to Old Trafford, it has to be said. We're going to get there. Dembele back to Goetze, who hammers it in. And is that his first goal? That's his first goal for United. Finally, it's starting to pay off. I think that's because he's having more game time. Rashford with the ball across to Dembele, heads it back, and too hot to handle, Pickford. Too hot to handle, so 4-0. We don't want to concede here. Nothing silly. Ball away. Rashford, bring it away, son. To Wilshere. Wilshere's had a cracking game, it has to be said. He's done really well. He's still, what, 26? So he's still young. If we bring in the odd world-class player, and even if it means we lose 1 or 2, as long as we keep ticking him over, and that's much better display. But again, possession, it's a real issue. But as long as we keep putting a 4-0 victory in and we're under it, and we have no possession, who am I to argue? Who was player of the match? Wiltshire. Well done, son. Well done indeed. We're going to go passionately say, happy with the way you played. Well done. Red Devils meet expectations in dominant win. Send the assistant to that. Lindelof closing close to triggering clause. One appearance away from making 50, which will trigger a clause which we have to pay 2.2 to Benfica. Good job, we've got money in the bank, isn't it, really? Wiltshire on form. You know what? Very well played. Well done, sir. Right, just before we go, we'll have a look at we'll see what happens with the Tottenham game, which is at 4 o'clock. They win 2-0, so Tottenham carry on winning. But it does mean, for the break, is we are lying in 3rd spot now, ahead of Man City, who's lost again. Lost to Liverpool 1-0 this time, and Liverpool are closing in as well. But we are on 22 points. We're still 7 behind Tottenham. We are 3 points behind Chelsea. And I think we can. We're doing the job here, guys. Apart from that blip against Barcelona, it doesn't matter that much, really. We've got Arsenal BMG next. What we'll do, we'll come back to the Lazio game. So if you enjoyed that video, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.